Hey, what's going on, guys? So today, as you can probably guess if you read the title, but we're going to be trying to beat the shit out of Ganon with a tree branch. So I always wanted to try to do this in Breath of the Wild, but I'm pretty sure it's literally impossible since the weapons broke so easily, so you couldn't even do it if you had 20 tree branches. But now that's no longer a problem in Age of Calamity since none of the weapons break anymore, so I thought as a stupid little side video, I might as well just try this out to see how hard it actually could be. Alright, so here we are in game now, so I decided to go with very hard difficulties just to make this as challenging as possible. I'm also going to be playing on the final main story mission where you fight Ganon at the very end. Here's a team I decided to go with, so I'm deciding to go with Teba, with Link of course, then Teriko and Mipha. So Teba and Teriko here just to clear out the entire mission and kill all the bosses, and then Mipha is here just to heal Link if he ever gets hurt during the boss fight. So here is how our boy Link is looking before the main fight. I decided to get his tree branch to level 20 instead of level 30 because I felt like it would take too long and I was too lazy to actually do that. The tree branch is also already a really low damage weapon, so the difference between level 20 and level 30 isn't that much. And then to finish off his look, I made sure he was completely naked to complete that whole wild ape, jungle man type of vibe I was going for. And the final thing we had left to do before we actually started the mission was cook some food, so I decided to go with all of the damage increasing foods. I almost went with one of the auto revive fairy foods at the end, but I felt like the damage increases would be better because it make the whole thing less tedious for me overall. So my plan for the mission was pretty simple. The main objective was to make sure that Link didn't take any damage. And to do that, I had to use a mix of Teba, Teriko, and Mipha to clear out the entire mission. And the first thing I had to do was clear out all 4 of the blights, which was pretty easy. And then after you're done fighting those 4, the gates open so you can go fight Harbinger Ganon and Astor. Harbinger Ganon was also a really easy fight, but I ended up dying my first time fighting Astor, which is kind of embarrassing. But I was able to defeat him my second time around. So after all those were clear, I only had one more boss fight left, which is Teriko, but before I decided to go do that, I wanted to fill up the special meters on both Mipha and Link first. I wanted all of Mipha's specials just in case Link got really hurt throughout the fight so he could heal back all of his health really easily. And also needed Link specials just to make sure that the Ganon fight was a little bit easier on me. To fill up all their specials, I just went around the map clearing out the weaker enemies like the Bakalas and Lizalfos. And there's also 2 outposts inside the castle here that I decided to clear out with Link just to get all of his specials filled really easily. And I waited until now to do this just to make sure all of the harder enemies are already out of the way so I wouldn't get damaged by any of them. So after I was done getting all their specials, it was time for the last mini boss before Ganon, which is Evil Egg Boy. For this last fight, you can only use the first character in your party, so that's why I had Teba there the entire time instead of Link, so I didn't have to fight him with Link and take unnecessary damage. But after I was done finishing murdering the egg, I decided to switch over to Link, and I entered the Sanctum to fight Ganon. So for this whole first phase, Ganon's invincible and he can't be hit, so I just decided to have Link run around in circles and do some laps around the Sanctum just to warm himself up and make sure he doesn't get hit by Ganon. But then after a little while, this cutscene starts to play where Link single-handedly saves Zelda by parrying an entire chunk of the ceiling with just one arm. And then afterwards, Teriko just pretty much kamikazes himself into Ganon, and now we can finally do some damage. So my whole plan for this fight was just try to be as patient as possible and just play really defensively. I only attacked when the weak point gauge was exposed, and when it was exposed, I tried to make sure to use a stasis on it to make sure it lasted a little bit longer. And I also tried to use my unique action to hit his head to get the weak point gauge exposed that way, then use stasis on it afterwards. But that was pretty much the entire plan. I tried not to use any of the elemental rods. I think I only used the thunder rod once, and I kind of regretted it afterwards. But I don't think that really made a difference in the fight, so I decided not to redo it. As far as the rest of the team goes, I tried to make them stand in a corner, but sometimes they didn't listen and try to fight him anyways. But I tried to move them around as much as I could. I just cut that part out because it's kind of boring, because I was in there for like 30 seconds to a minute, just trying to move them around sometimes. And then lastly, I decided to allow myself to heal throughout the fight. I had the max food, I had Mipha for backup too, just in case I needed healing. But that's about it. I don't think I have anything else to say, so I'll just shut up now and let you guys watch the rest of the gameplay footage. And I'll be back at the end just to wrap up the entire video, just share my thoughts on how I felt like this went. Hey, what's up and back? So that was actually a really easy fight. I thought that would be way harder than it actually was. I didn't even need any of Mipha's specials to heal Link back up. I only think I used like 3 apples throughout the entire fight. So I probably could have gone away without using any of them if I actually tried this again. Because I only did this in one try, so I feel like if I tried it multiple times, I probably could have done it pretty flawlessly. I feel like this really shows just how good Link's moveset is, especially since we were able to beat Ganon with the worst weapon in the entire game. I think I might try this again, maybe with a level 1 tree branch instead of level 20 tree branch, because I think that has 5 attack damage instead of 24, so make it a little bit harder. And also I might try doing this as a Blood Moon mission and make it a little bit harder too, and then getting rid of all of the damage foods. But I'll probably do that later on in the future, maybe in a couple of weeks. I do have one more challenge video in mind that involves Sidon, that I think that might be kind of funny, but it's way more tedious than this and probably super hard. So make sure to stay tuned for that, and also let me know if you guys prefer having the raw gameplay footage, or if you'd rather have me cut up the footage and maybe provide live commentary in the future if I do more videos like this. I just decided to go with the raw gameplay footage for this video because I felt like the fight was pretty engaging throughout the entire time, so I felt like there was really no need to cut it up. And it also didn't take too long, so I just decided to leave it how it was, but let me know what you guys think in the comments. I'll probably just go whatever the majority says because I really don't care too much. And also, if you guys have any ideas on any future challenge videos I should do like this, make sure to leave a comment below. If I end up making a video on your suggestion, I'll make sure to give you guys a shout out at the beginning of the video. But that's pretty much it. I'm just going to let the rest of this play out uncut to show you I'm still on very hard, just in case some of you don't believe me. Since we have time right now, I'll just update you guys on what I'm planning for the channel in the next couple of weeks. So I think after this video goes up, I'm going to start working on a recap / review of all of my thoughts on Age of Calamity. Like from everything from the gameplay to the story to the soundtrack, all stuff like that. Because I felt like this channel has been mainly focused on gameplay so far, so I kind of want to give my thoughts on the game as a whole and what I liked and disliked about it. And then after that, I have a couple of more guides and strategy type of videos I plan on doing after that, and then I think I'm going to do some challenge videos as well. So make sure you guys stay tuned for those, but this video is about to end pretty soon, so if you guys liked the video and enjoyed it, please make sure to leave a like, and also make sure to subscribe to the channel for more Age of Calamity and Zelda related content. But other than that, I'll see you guys later. Peace out.